Hey guys, so I actually filmed this video a couple of weeks ago but didn't want to upload it because I didn't want to just gloss over everything that's happening in the world right now with the anti-racism movement. I was going to make a video sharing my thoughts and some thoughts that I thought might be helpful to other people who are trying to listen and learn in this time of needed change. But I decided that I was going to kind of keep quiet to let the voices that need to be heard speak the loudest. So because of that, I decided to wait for a couple of weeks until I upload anything, just because I didn't want to distract from the very much needed conversations that are going on right now. So, welcome back. So I just want to very quickly say that there's a lot happening in the world right now. A lot of it is very necessary, and that's pretty much it. I don't feel qualified, I'm not qualified to give my opinion on things, but I would really highly encourage you, especially if you are a white person, to take this time to learn and to listen, not to talk. Having dialogues is one thing, but try not to just talk. And that's what I didn't want to do, so that's why I didn't make a video on this. So I hope you can kind of hear my heart on that. It's not that I didn't want to address it, because I think it's very, very important. It's just that I didn't want my voice to dampen even a little bit the voices that need to be heard right now. So that's all. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, and welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. So today I'm going to be showing you how I went from getting literally nothing done in a day, and when I say nothing, I mean like less than nothing, to getting everything that I need done and more in a day, and then having time to actually do things that I enjoy and that are fun for me. So it's a very, very simple concept, and one that I've done on and off for a very long period of time. It always goes really well and is really productive when I use it, and then as soon as I stop using it, it's just a bad time for everyone. So I don't know why I don't stick with it on a consistent basis, but hopefully you will have better luck than I do. To just dive right into it, the concept that I use to get a ton of things done in a day, stay on track, and be productive is time blocking. And essentially what that is just having your to-do list, but then scheduling out when you are going to do what throughout the day. Now, this is something I did in college. This is something I've done as a person with a full-time career. This is just the best way that I've found to get things done. I love to-do lists. I love knowing exactly what's expected of me and what I need to do. So having that direction, not only to know what I need to do, but exactly when I'm going to do it, is amazing. What I had found myself doing during quarantine was not getting anything done during the morning. I would just kind of aimlessly do this and that. It would take me 2 hours to get one thing done because I'd constantly be getting up, feeding the dogs, letting the dogs out, doing a load of laundry, folding a load of laundry, and then not actually getting anything done. So by the time 7, 8, 9 o'clock rolls around, I still have a full day's worth of work to do that I have to try and rush to get done, and that's just not a good time for anyone. Today, I'll be walking you through 2 different options on how to time block. The first option is to use paper. Now, this is something that I used to do in college. I'll throw some pictures up on the screen of what my process would look like. I would literally get out graph paper and highlighters and colored pens and put together this really pretty graphic design for my day that was color-coded, that had everything broken down beautifully into 15-minute chunks, and that's something that worked really, really well for me, and something that may work well for you too if you're a very hands-on paper and pen kind of a person. And for me, something that really helps is when whatever I'm using as a device to stay productive and stay on task is pretty. So for example, I can't just use a basic planner. I need to have a nice planner that I can decorate, that maybe has some seasonal elements, that's kind of cute and fun, and I have to have pens and stickers and all kinds of things because I will only use it if it's pretty. So if you're the kind of person where you love pen and paper, you love having your hands on things, and you love pretty things, paper can be a really, really great option if you are wanting to start time blocking. And how I would recommend doing this, you can follow the picture that I'm gonna throw up on the screen here of what I used to do in college. You can kind of use that as a guide. What I would do is just outline the time that I had in the day to work. I would usually start at like 5 or 6 a.m. and go all the way up till 9 or 10 p.m. just so I had plenty of time to work with and I could add in meals and housework as necessary. And then from there, you can either do 5-minute chunks, 15-minute chunks, hour chunks, however you want to break it up and however works best for you. And then just fill in the time that you have. If you want to get real fancy, you can color code it. I would often do a little like calligraphy up at the top, or faux calligraphy, because I'm left-handed, so I still haven't managed to figure out real calligraphy because my pinky freaking drags through everything and just makes a huge mess. Problems with being left-handed. But so that can be a good option for you if you love things like that. However, the issue that I ran into with paper time blocking is that it takes a lot of time to set up. And I'm the kind of person where if I figure out and get used to a certain aesthetic, I can't deviate from that. So I didn't want to just make a template on graph paper and then copy it, because that's not quite gonna look right. And for how my brain works, how it looks is a big deal. Even if an app or a software or anything or a book is super functional or does exactly what I need it to or contains the information that I want it to, if it's not pretty, I'm not gonna use it. And for me, copying graph paper just was not gonna work. So I found a really awesome online solution, and it is free. It is available to everyone with a Google account. I don't know if you can sign up if you don't have a Google account, but if you have a Google account, you're golden. And that is called Plan. Now, they have a web-based app, they have phone apps, but since the name is just Plan, it can be a little tricky to find. I know that their app is in the App Store. You may have to go to their website and find a link to the app in order to find it, but it is there. I have the app downloaded on both my phone, and then I use the web app as well. There is not an app for your actual computer, but that's okay because their web app is fully functional and just chef's kiss. Amazing. So we'll go ahead and dive right in, and I'm gonna hop over to show you what's on my screen. Now, just as a quick little disclaimer, I'm gonna be going through a very short, very brief, not super detailed at all version of a tutorial for how to use Plan. If you guys want a more in-depth, complete walkthrough of the platform, let me know in the comments below and I will absolutely be happy to do so. All right, let's hop over to my computer screen. This is what you see when you go to getplan.co. This is the main screen that will greet you as soon as you go to the website. So as you can see, it's a really nice, simple layout. You can see exactly what my tasks are here and then where I've scheduled them here. It's a very, very simple, clean layout, and it is very aesthetically pleasing. So it works well for me, and I feel absolutely fine and dandy using it, which, as I mentioned before, that's something that's super, super important to me. So the main feature and why I love Plan so much is this right here, the day view. It's a timeline of everything that I've planned for my day, when I need to complete it, how many chunks I've broken it up into, and then this nice little red line right here lets me know exactly where I'm at in my day and therefore what task I need to be in the middle of. No. Scarlett, it's me. Hey, no barking. Guys, Scarlett. Get dogs, they said. It will be fun, they said. No, it actually is very fun, and I love my little baby butts, but holy heck, are they annoying when I'm trying to film and the Amazon guy gets here. So this little red line keeps me on track with where I'm at, what I need to be doing at all times throughout the day, and then it will progress in real time. So once it's 1 o'clock, the red line will be right here, etc., etc. And this, like I said, is the main reason that I love Plan. I've tried several tools that have a time blocking feature, but Plan executes it the best. And what's nice is depending on what list you have your tasks in, the tasks will be different colors. You can assign colors to different lists. So if you want to completely just have a super intricate color coding system based on what client you're working on, in what job, and what subject you're working on for school, you can absolutely do that, or you can keep it very, very simple and keep everything together. And quick before I dive into how the platform actually works, this is something that's very new. This is kind of a quick feature where you can kind of type different commands. I have not played with it too much, but I think in theory it's, you can create tasks, edit due dates, different things like that just by typing them. And you can summon this little bar up just by typing Command K if you're on a Mac. I would imagine it would be Control K on a Windows computer. But this is something that, like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to get used to and play around with, but I love that they're adding this. This popped up. Scarlett. Bubba, please get down. Get down, thank you. This popped up about a week and a half ago. So like I said, it's very new, and I can tell they're kind of working out some bugs, but I'm super, super excited about that. So on the main screen, let's see, how do I get out of here? On the main screen, you can very easily add a task just by typing in here. And you can do things like type what list you want it in, type a due date, etc., and it will add those attributes to the actual task, which is super, super handy. So you don't have to be clicking around and adding a bunch of details in. There are a lot of details that Plan will pick up on and add to your task. So if, for example, if I say, this I need to be due tomorrow, like brush dogs tomorrow, it will actually put this on my due date list for tomorrow. So then when I go to the next day, there it is, it's due today, and I didn't have to go in and actually click that it was due tomorrow. So that's super nice. I love that feature. It has a couple little quirks, but like I said, I'm not gonna get too much into those unless you guys would like to see a full tutorial on how to use Plan. So you can add tasks in using this bar right here, or you can create some lists. Now, the inbox is just the standard list that is automatically created when you create an account with Plan. So if you want to keep it simple, if you get easily overwhelmed or you just want something really quick and easy to use, you can just put every single to-do item you have in the inbox. So we'll go over to the inbox, and I have only one task in here, so we'll use that as our example. So you can create tasks, add them to your inbox, or whatever list you are in with this little toolbar right here. And this works exactly the same as the one on the main page, where you can add things like due dates, etc., right in the toolbar, right by typing them in. You don't have to click a bunch of things. So you can keep Plan as simple as having just one inbox to-do list, which is automatically created for you when you get an account, or you can have it as complex as you want. So you can see here, I have a bunch of my own little lists here that then within a list you can create different projects. So there's two layers of organization. You can have a list and then projects within that list, and you can organize your to-do items by list or by project within the list. So it's really simple and clean and easy to use. I absolutely love it. And it can be as simple as just having one list and planning those things out. So to add something to your actual daily schedule, you just click on it in the list view and drag it onto your schedule. You can make it longer or shorter, down to 15 minutes, I think is the shortest it can be. And you can move it around throughout the day. So for example, if I get off task and now I'm off track, I don't have to just try to make up for lost time. If I have the time in my day where I can just shift my tasks by a couple of minutes, I can absolutely do that. And that is the beauty of using an electronic online system. With paper, it was really, really nice, and it was really pretty and easy to look at and hold. But if I got off track, there was no rearranging anything without some serious scratching out and rewriting, which I hate. Pet peeve, I hate scribbling things out. Or I would have to just create an entirely new schedule, which obviously takes a lot of time. So this is an absolutely wonderful option. Real quick before I let you go, I want to show you a couple different views. So something that's really nice about Plan is it has different views. So like I showed you when we started, there was the main page, but there's also this fun little thing that pops up here if you click in the top left-hand corner that will give you a quick overview of your day. So right now, it should actually be saying how to time block, since that's where I'm at in the day. So that must be just a little quirk that they're having today. But you can see overall there's 5 different tasks that I have to work on today. Then coming down a little bit, there is the today view, which is the main view that pops up when you go to getplan.co. Below that, there is the calendar view, so you can see your week view. But you can also select month, 4-day view. There's a couple different options there, which is really, really nice. And then while this isn't technically a view, this is a feature that I really like. You can create little notes within Plan. You can add Google Drive documents. You can add Box documents. They do not integrate with Dropbox just yet, which is the one that I mainly use. But yeah, you can have access to documents that you look at frequently right within Plan. And they keep coming out with new features, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's, like I said, it's the one that I've tried out and found the the best result with. It has the features that I want, it has the look that I want, it's very simple and easy to use, and I just really enjoy using it. If you have an ADHD brain or a chaotic brain, or you just could use a little more organization in your life, I would highly recommend giving time blocking a shot. And I would definitely recommend starting with something electronic, unless you're very much a paper and pen kind of a person, because it's just easier to stick with, it's easier to rearrange, it's easier to kind of come up with a system that's going to work for you. And that's what I've done. So again, if you want to see a more in-depth version of how to use Plan, all of the different features and all of the good details that go along with that, drop me a comment below and let me know. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That does help me a lot. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so you don't miss any of the content that I have coming up. And I would love to hear your experiences with different scheduling and to-do list apps, techniques, ideas, anything like that. So let me know in the comments and I will absolutely respond to every single comment. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.